Hey, for the Wall Street Journal, this is Jim Fusilli, and I'm here with John Fullbright. Readers of the Wall Street Journal know about John. We had a story about him a little while ago. He's in New York for a bunch of reasons. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
And everything progressed since we last spoke?
Yeah, it's getting there.
You're from Okemah, Oklahoma, which is known as the birthplace of Woody Guthrie.
Yeah.
When you're a child, is that part of the zeitgeist in growing up in that part of the state?
No, not in the least.
So he wasn't like a spectrum sitting over your shoulder when you started playing music and started writing songs?
Well, once I decided I wanted to be a songwriter, I definitely started looking into who he was and what he stood for, and yeah, I mean, he's always there. You know, Woody's all about helping somebody else get down the road, and I think if we can be, as songwriters, if we can all be a little more like that, then we're all a little bit better off.
You've been on the road constantly. Are you doing return visits to towns now across the country?
Yeah.
Are you meeting a new audience, a bigger audience each time you show up someplace?
Yeah, it seems to be working that way. I'm starting to see, you know, the familiar stages and stuff, and it's nice. It's nice to come back to a place and have a little bigger response than the last time you were there, the first time you were there.
Well, when I saw you in Dallas, this is sort of wonderful. You have a couple of very quiet ballads that I love, and you were basically performing in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And of course you hear the silverware on the china and you hear the ice in the glasses. But when you played those songs, there was this great stillness that came across the room. And I thought you and the band used it very well, because what you did is you receded, drawing us in even further. That's the kind of stagecraft you learn from doing.
That's what you learn in a listening room, and that's where I kind of cut my teeth, was at the Blue Door in Oklahoma City. And that's one of those rooms where, you know, they've got beer bottles and they'll clank around every once in a while, but it's as silent as a grave sometimes on that stage, and you have to learn to overcome the fear of that, for one, and then you can, after that, you can kind of learn to use it as a tool, because it feels great, you know, when you're sitting in an audience and somebody is taking you, someone's taking you somewhere else emotionally, and you're in a big group of people and you're all quiet. But it's a very individual connection with that guy on stage, guy or girl on stage, and it feels nice. It feels like church.
Yeah. So from the ground up is still building for you, yes?
Yeah.
So is it too early to ask you what plans you have coming up ahead?
Yeah, well, yeah. I've got a few ideas I'm kicking around, but I'm not telling anybody yet.
So you're riding the wave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Here's John Fullbright. The album is From the Ground Up. You're going to be hearing a lot of John in the future, and I'm glad we had a chance to talk with him today. Good to see you, John.
Thanks, Jim.
All right. For the Wall Street Journal, I'm Jim Fusilli.